50 Shades of Grey. A masterpiece, if ever there was one. Possibly the greatest book in history. A fantastic story of love and passion. Really? Are you sure it isn't an utterly awful 514 pages of utter torture? Are you sure it isn't sickly, slimy, slobbery, and say no more about wet and overrated, book of utter rubbish? It was released 2 years ago by writer E.L. James. It sold more than 70 million copies, more than Harry Potter. How? And also, this time last year, every young, middle-aged or retired woman had their feet up on the sofa, were reading the same chapter, and then reading it again. It was everywhere. It was in shop windows, on posters, on the telly, on the news. A revolution had started. Men were left leaderless as they clutched onto their girlfriends' legs, shouting, "What have I done wrong?" While the women simply strolled on and continued to read towards the next page. Friends were meeting up on Friday afternoons while sharing a glass of wine would discuss the book. And then somewhere in between the constant bickering of, "Oh, that's good," someone would say, "Actually, I don't have the book." And then in less than 50 shades of seconds, a whole trilogy would be thrown onto the poor girl's lap. It was being sold everywhere. Gift shops, off licenses, duty-free, hotel bars, Lidl's, Iceland, Germany, printed into every language imaginable. It was like the Wicked Witch of a novel had cast a spell over girls and turned them into bookaholic zombies. But luckily, this story does have a happy ending. Everyone had read this book. It was soon discarded. The spell was broken. Girls went back to normal. They answered their husband's cry while still holding onto their legs. Then they sat down onto the sofa, switched on the telly, and were cast under a new spell. One far greater and far eviler than ever known. To you and to me, to the whole nation, it is called Towie. Thank you. The end.